present. Welcome inside Freitas Gymnasium, home of Marin Catholic High School, for the second round of the 24th annual Don Bombauer Classic. And you are tuned into Mission Prep Royals basketball here on the Mission Prep Royals Basketball Network, courtesy of Prep Sports Network and presented to you by California Fresh Market. Hello everyone, my name is Dale Watkins. Welcome inside Freitas Gymnasium. It is a pleasure to bring you another edition of Mission Prep Royals basketball here on the Prep Sports Network presented by California Fresh Market. Tonight is the second round of the Don Bombauer Classic. Mission Prep faces the host, Marin Catholic Wildcats, in what should be a fun one here tonight. Marin Catholic coming into tonight's contest 5-4. They defeated Westmore yesterday in the first round, and they earned themselves a date with your Mission Prep Royals, who overcame in convincing fashion and historic fashion, might I add, a 23-point deficit after halftime to tie it at the end of regulation, and then went on a 9-2 spurt to kick off bonus basketball in overtime to take down the Arcata Tigers from Arcata, California. And the final score in that one, 74-68. And Mission Prep, they were led by big man 6'6" junior forward Carlton Brown, who had 17 points, 5 rebounds in that one. How about a new career high for the 5'9" junior guard Mark Rodriguez, dropping 11 points, added 5 rebounds as well. And just a total team effort, collective team effort, and got to talk to head coach Terrence Harris, now in his 14th season at the helm for Mission Prep, that he just loved the poise and resiliency out of his team, led by Carlton Brown, who does a multitude of things for his Royals ball club. He has done a fantastic job leading this squad thus far in the first round of the tournament, but he will have a tough task ahead of him against the Marin Catholic Wildcats, who are led by 6'7" junior A.J. Rahosi. So Carlton Brown standing 6'6", A.J. Rahosi standing 6'7". That should be a fun matchup to watch at the forward position. We will have starting lineups for you at the beginning of tip-off. But Mission Prep, hailing from San Luis Obispo, California. You mentioned Terrence Harris leading his ball club. They're back in the win column. They started off the 2019-2020 season on a 4-game winning streak. Most recently, before last night, lost to Rainier Beach, but no matter, they got back in the win column and have now gone 3-3 over their last 6 games. Should be a fun matchup here tonight. The Royals, of course, led by leading scorer Max Rowley, standing at 5'10", the senior, dropping 13.6 points per game. And we'll see how he fares against this Marin Catholic Wildcat ball club. Got a chance to see them at the conclusion of Mission Prep's historic come-from-behind win yesterday. Marin Catholic, who defeated Westmore yesterday to advance to the second round. They play a very up-tempo style offense. Their guards love to get out in transition, push the ball, and get open looks. And we know good, as well as anyone who has a beating heart for basketball, that good things happen to you in transition. So a very young, a very athletic, and very feisty, I would say, guard front for Marin Catholic that Mission Prep will be having their hands full with. But they had their hands full with Arcata, and they washed their hands of Arcata, overcoming a 23-point deficit and defeating the Tigers in overtime last night, 74-68. But about 24 hours later, they earned themselves a date with the host, Marin Catholic Wildcats. We are just minutes away from tip-off here from Freitas Gymnasium, the second round of the 24th annual Don Bombauer Classic. Should be a fun and exciting matchup between the Royals and the Wildcats. We're going to take a quick break here from the Mission Prep Royals Network. We got starting lineups and tip-off between the Wildcats and the Royals for you on the other side of this break. Don't you move! Royals basketball coming your way here on the Prep Sports Network, presented to you by California Fresh Markets.
Here at Straight Down, it all comes down to providing our customers with classic styles using the highest quality fabrics available. Since the company's sportswear beginning in 1987 to its transition to a golf and lifestyle company in 1993, Straight Down continues to respect the tradition and history of golf and the people who cherish it. With a wide variety of clothing and accessories to choose from for both men and women, Straight Down is always moving forward. Check out their online inventory today at straightdown.com or follow along on social media at Straight Down, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Basketball on PSN.
And welcome back to Fritas Gymnasium. We are just about set for tip-off between Marin Catholic and your Mission Prep Royals. Marin Catholic rolling out the lineup of number 11, Nick Greenwood, and number 2, Jack Greenwood. They'll be in the backcourt, along with number 21, Joey Bailey, the 6'1 senior. How about the game he had last night? It's going to be number 3, Kyle Winters, also in the forward spot, 6'2 sophomore for Marin Catholic. And number 24, AJ Rahosi, standing at center court to tip it off opposite Carlton Brown, who had 17 points, 5 rebounds last night to lead Mission Prep. He's out there with Asani Berkeley, Bryce Hilton, Max Rowley, and Zach Hatch. Tip-off is controlled by Marin Catholic, and away we go from Fritas Gymnasium. Here it comes to Jack Greenwood. Over to Nick Greenwood, his brother. 3-man weave up top. It goes to Kyle Winters, guarded by Brown. Tries to step back on him. Shot clock down to 10. Good defense thus far by the Royals on this opening possession. Greenwood drives, flips back out. Shot clock down to 4. Shot flipped up off iron. Rahosi with a rebound. A fresh 35 for the Wildcats. It gets out to Greenwood. Pulls up the lefty, a smooth stroke. And a 12-foot jumper goes for Nick Greenwood, and he has the first 2 points of this ball game. 2-0 the score, 7:05 left to play here in the first quarter. Berkeley rejects a screen, kicks back out. Rowley tries a 3 and answers on this end of the floor. Max Rowley, the leading scorer, hits the corner triple from the left corner. It's 3-2. Mission Prep leads. Very under control Max Rowley is on that opening possession. Jack Greenwood's drives, trying to find Rahosi. Ball knocked loose. It stays on that end of the floor. 21 to shoot for the Wildcats. 6:41 here left in the first quarter of action. Inbound goes to Joey Bailey, and it gets it to Kyle Winters. Shot clock down to 15. AJ Rahosi drives on Hilton into the paint. Pump fake, puts up the floater, and gets it to fall. Took a couple of bounces on the tin, but a bucket for Rahosi. Wildcats 4, Royals 3. Berkeley directing traffic, gets it to Hilton on the right wing. Ball swung around the horn now. Shot clock down to 18 for Rowley. Rowley gets it back, fires away from NBA range and got it! Max Rowley from downtown. Confident stroke there from Max Rowley. How about it? Mission Prep 6, Marin Catholic 4. 5:45 left here in the first quarter of action. Carlton Brown doing dirty work on the defensive end. Ball moving nicely for Marin Catholic. Goes to Jack Greenwood. Hands off to Kyle Winters. Winters drives on Brown, puts up the right-hand floater, off back iron. Fight for the loose ball, and it's corralled by Carlton Brown. Shot's no good on that end. Marin Catholic cross-court pass. It goes to Winters. Winters drives on Rowley, pulls a jumper, no good. Ball tipped out, and it is Mission Prep basketball. Max Rowley with all 6 points here for Mission Prep thus far on back-to-back threes. How about the confident stroke by the leading scorer? See signs of things to come. Let's see if Mission Prep can find him. He has the hot hand right now for the Royals. Goes to Max Rowley on the left corner, looking for help. Gets that down low to Hilton. Spins on Rahosi, kicks back out to Berkeley. He'll fake and drive. Ball knocked loose. He gets it back. He still has his dribble. 15 to shoot. He drives baseline instead. Finds a wide open Hatch. Left corner three. Wins out. And it rolls in for Zach Hatch. Gets the friendly roll here inside Freitas Gymnasium. 9-4 the score. Royals by 5. Contested jumper no on the other end by Luke Anderson. I believe it'll stay on that end of the floor. And indeed it will. It'll be one of the Greenwood brothers to inbound. And he gets it to Rahosi. Jack Greenwood kicks it to his brother. Puts up the contested floater. No. Rebound taken by Bryce Hilton. Hilton ahead to Berkeley. And that's not there for Bryce Hilton. And as he throws it away, led Berkeley a little strong on that semi-fast break possession. Royals 9 and the Wildcats 4. And here it is on this Wildcats possession. Brown pounding Jack Winters as he gets it to Jack Greenwood. Nick Greenwood, excuse me. Puts it up. No! Floater rejected by, I believe it was Carlton Brown III that got a hand on it that time. Inbound goes to Nick Greenwood. The lefty hands off to his right-handed brother, Jack. 12 to shoot for the Wildcats. Inside it goes to Luke Anderson. As he throws it away, ahead it goes. Carlton Brown, one man to beat, puts it up. Left it short on the 10. Away comes Marin Catholic. They have numbers. Ahead it goes. Nice feed. Kyle Winters back to AJ Rahosi as he lays it home. And a loose ball foul stops that fast break. Mission Prep will take it side out, I believe. Who scored that last basket? Who scored that last basket over here? Inbound goes to Zach Hatch. Hands off to Berkeley. Crosses over on Winters. Puts up the layup, and it's good. How about a nifty move? Asani Berkeley pulling out his do-it-yourself kit. Crosses over on Kyle Winters and lays it in for the score. 11-6, Royals by 5 here in the early going. 3:15 left to play in the first quarter of action. Jack Greenwood drives inside, feeds Rahosi, blocked by Brown. Fight for the loose ball. Two Royals try to fight it away from Rahosi. A jump ball situation. The arrow favors Mission Prep. You gotta love the activity on the defensive end by 14th year head coach Terrence Harris. And Mission Prep has it on this offensive possession. Carlton Brown, head of steam, throws it up, and it's good. He took off from half court, and no one stopped him, and had a red carpet to the 10. And Carlton Brown now on the scoreboard. It's a loose ball foul. It's going to be a loose ball foul on number 11, Carlton Brown. And Rahosi left all alone, gets Brown in the air and puts it in. On that sideline now, no one accounted for AJ Rahosi. I think two Mission Prep Royals went with one of the ball handlers for Marin Catholic. Contested shot no by Hatch. Offensive rebound and a fresh 35 to work with. Berkeley drives inside, kicks back out to Brian Kowal now into the ball game and gets it back to Brown. No good. Second effort, that won't go either. And Carlton Brown misses the bunny and away comes Marin Catholic. To the corner it goes. Logan Iraz now into the ball game for Marin Catholic. Kyle Winters puts up the floater on the baseline and that won't go either.
Good job, Logan.
Contested shot on that end, no good. And Zach Hatch puts up a contested one. Away comes Marin Catholic. Count. Kyle Winters puts it up. He wanted continuation. Didn't think he put the ball on the ground again, but it is going to be a foul. Mark Rodriguez out there with Asani Berkeley, Brian Kowal, Max Rowley, and Bryce Hilton. Inbound goes to Joey Bailey. And Rahosi has it on Hilton, tries a tough three, left it short. And Mission Prep has the rebound. Brian Kowal has the board. Royals 13, Wildcats 8, 1:30 left here in the first quarter of action. Hilton drives on the left baseline, kicks back out to Rodriguez, but Hilton blocked it on the baseline. That's a turnover for Hilton. I love the activity, the attacker's mentality of Bryce Hilton. And Mission Prep clearly the aggressor here in the first 8 minutes of action. They've got Marin Catholic on their heels, but momentarily. They have handoff action up top. Nice pass from Jack Greenwood to Logan Iraz. What a play. Finding Iraz in the paint. Max Rowley drives the baseline, and a foul is going to go on Jack Greenwood.
Head away, Logan.
2 team fouls apiece. And inbound goes to Asani Berkeley. Dangerous pass. Logan Iraz knocked it off Berkeley. It was a long pass all the way out towards midcourt, but let alone Iraz knocks it off the Royals Berkeley. Wait a second. I believe they changed the call. I think one of the officials waved off the referee who had a clear look at it. It was right in front of the play. Luke Anderson comes in for Marin Catholic for Logan Iraz. Max Rowley out there with Hilton, Rodriguez, Berkeley, and Kowal. Berkeley tries a three. No good from the left wing. Fight for the loose ball, and Mark Rodriguez has it. Offensive board for Rodriguez, and Berkeley will reset. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Berkeley kicks back out. Rodriguez from the right wing. No. Ball tipped out, and Marin Catholic takes the rebound. Down to 40 seconds. About an 8-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Kick out goes to Rahosi. Left wing three, and got it. Rahosi with 7 points here in the first quarter of action. Score is now tied at 13, and Mission Prep can play for the final shot of the first quarter. It is Max Rowley to be guarded by Jack Greenwood up top. Down to 10 seconds. Rowley hands off to Berkeley with 7 at the top of the key. Down to 5. Rowley with a screen. Fires with 3 seconds off back iron. And that is how the first quarter of action comes to a close. But what a first quarter of action. 2 very evenly matched teams here in the early going, and the score is tied at 13. Max Rowley led off the ball game with 6 quick points, back-to-back triples from right around the same spot on the left wing / corner. We'll see if he can continue that stroke, that hot hand, into the second quarter and beyond. You are tuned into Mission Prep Royals basketball on the Prep Sports Network, presented to you by California Fresh Market. Second quarter action coming your way.
Locally owned and operated, get your grocery shopping done the right way here along the Central Coast at California Fresh Market in the Foothill Plaza right here in San Luis Obispo. Conveniently open every day, 6 a.m. to midnight. Why not do your grocery shopping after the game? California Fresh Market, proud to be a supporter of high school athletics in San Luis Obispo.
And welcome back to the action. Dale Watkins here with you live from Freitas Gymnasium, home of the Marin Catholic Wildcats and the host Marin Catholic Wildcats, might I add. Score is tied 13-13 between the Mission Prep Royals and the Marin Catholic Wildcats. And out of the break, it is Marin Catholic on this offensive possession. Inbound goes to Rahosi, hands off to Nick Greenwood. Rahosi, the leading scorer in the first quarter of action. Drive no good by Greenwood. Ball is knocked loose, and Mission Prep takes it away. Mission Prep has it. Josh Turner into the ball game. Carlton Brown tries a three. Swish! Nothing but nylon. Carlton Brown, a smooth stroke by the 6'6 junior. He has 5 points here early on, 16-13. Royals up 3. Nick Greenwood has it on Josh Turner. Josh Turner loves to defend, and he has the opportunity of checking the other team's top point guard. To the right wing it goes, Jack Greenwood. And a floater is taken. No good, but a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Josh Turner. That's his first of the ball game. That'll mean free throws now for Nick Greenwood. Mission Prep rolling out this lineup to start out the second quarter of action of Brown, Turner, Rowley, Hilton, and Rodriguez, as the lefty Nick Greenwood strokes the first free throw. A very smooth lefty, and he is not afraid of taking it into the teeth of the defense and trying to finish amongst the trees as he rims out the second. Royals 16, Wildcats 14. Handoff goes to Brown, and Hilton has it back out at the top of the key. He'll reset. Rowley hands off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez drives in teeth of defense, left the layup short with the left hand, and away comes the Wildcats. Wildcats have numbers. Greenwood feeds inside to Joey Bailey. What a pass. And set up by Nick Greenwood. He has a couple of assists here on the ball game as well. 3 points, 2 assists for Greenwood. Tied score at 16. Hilton feeds back out. Carlton Brown. Hilton spins on the baseline on Rahosi. No! And Rahosi collects the rebound. Ooh, and Rahosi with a little behind the back action on Brown in the front court. Joey Bailey tees up a triple. Left it short. Had a good look and a nice setup by the Wildcats. Rodriguez feeds Hilton from the top of the key. No good. Fight for the loose ball down low, and it's going to be a loose ball foul on Nick Greenwood. Both teams with 3 personal fouls apiece and 16 points apiece here in early action of the second quarter, 16-16. It's going to be Rodriguez to inbound on the baseline. Mission Prep operating left to right, Marin Catholic right to left from my vantage points. Inbound goes to Brown. Brown dancing on Bailey, puts up the triple and got it to go. Big time triple by Carlton Brown. As the Royals retake the lead, 19-16. Pass whip to the corner. Feeds back out to Jack Greenwood. Greenwood feeds inside to Rahosi, puts up the tough layup and gets it to fall. Right over the outstretched hands of Bryce Hilton. Rahosi up to 9 points on the evening. Hilton drives on Rahosi. Feeds Turner back to Brown. Brown just threw it out of bounds. A little miscommunication with him and Zach Hatch. And a turnover now for Mission Prep. That's the second turnover tonight for Mission Prep. And here is Winters, feeds Nick Greenwood and got it! Carries a 3. How about Nick Greenwood? Confident stroke. And on the other end goes Asani Berkeley, going coast to coast. Score is now knotted at 21 once again. Winters feeds inside. Bailey puts up the layup, cutting along the baseline. Bailey providing a scoring punch here for the Wildcats as they retake the lead 23-21. Hilton spins on Rahosi, feeds back out. Brown a 3, no good from there. And Brown intercepts the cross-court pass. They were trying to get an easy one in transition. And Joey Bailey steals it away. Bailey feeds Nick Greenwood. A tough 2. Josh Turner was hounding him, and away he comes. 3-on-2 for Mission Prep. Turner all the way, swatted by Joey Bailey. Nice timing there by the 6'1 senior. He has 4 points off the bench here. Let's reset your lineups for you while we can. Kyle Winter is out there with Jack Greenwood, who has the ball right now. Logan Iraz, Joey Bailey, and Luke Anderson, the 5 out there for the Wildcats on this offensive possession. Halfway through the second quarter of action, Wildcats 23, Royals 21. Here's Jack Greenwood. Crosses over on Berkeley momentarily, now pulls it back out. Ball circulates around. Bailey hounded by Zach Hatch. 8 to shoot for the Wildcats. A drive inside by Kyle Winters. Puts up the layup, but a whistle and a foul. And that'll mean free throws for the Wildcats. That's going to go on Turner. That's his second personal foul of the evening. Got to be careful. That is Mission Prep's best defender, Josh Turner, with 2 personal fouls thus far, and Max Rowley is going to come back in for it. Kyle Winters misses the first. As he hits the second. Kyle Winters now into the scoring column. 24-21, a 3-point Wildcat lead here. As Berkeley looking for cutters. Ball goes to Rowley on the right wing. Back up top to Berkeley. Ball swung around to the left wing now. 17 to shoot, a kick ball. As Nick Greenwood thought he was playing soccer, but we are here inside on the basketball court.
Way to go, Logan!
The leading scorer, A.J. Rahosi, comes back in for the Wildcats. He's guarding the inbound. Inbound goes to Asani Berkeley. Berkeley drives inside. A fresh 35 to work with. 3-pointer attempted by Hatch and drained by Hatch. 5 threes as a ball club for the Mission Prep Royals. 3-pointer attempted on that end by Marin Catholic, no good. Rebound taken by Asani Berkeley. Asani Berkeley, no look feed inside, goes to Brown, but turned away. Another turnover for Mission Prep. That was a bad pass. You just have to look at the guy, look at the person you're passing to. That's a fundamental rule of basketball. Just make the right pass, not the fancy pass. Score tied at 24. Mission Prep has it. Hilton tries the 3. Top of the key. 3! Buries it from the top of the arc. A big-time triple by Bryce Hilton. He's into the scoring column now. Inside it goes Luke Anderson. And he is held by Zach Hatch on this Marin Catholic possession. I'm telling you right now, this is a much more controlled pace here in this matchup between these two ball clubs. The Royals, last night against Arcata, it was kind of a track meet, and could barely get my sentences in personally. Definitely had to catch my breath, and I definitely do value these timeouts to personally catch my breath. 27-24 is the score. Royals up 3 on the host Marin Catholic Wildcats. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll stick with you here. Mission Preps thus far led by Carlton Brown with 8 points on the evening. 8 points on 3 of 6 from the floor. Zach Hatch with 6 points in his own right. Max Rowley on 6 points, couple of threes, and on the inbound out of the timeout, A.J. Rahosi gets a wide open look. He's into double figures with 11 now. Just a 1-point lead for the Royals, 27-26. Around the screen, Rowley tries a 3. Another one! Max Rowley, his third 3 of the game. He's up to 9 points. He came off a screen. His defender went down. I think he stumbled on a screen. But nonetheless, the Royals extend their lead now 30-26. Max Rowley is a sniper. That is for sure. Terrence Harris told me last night before that matchup against Arcata. I asked him about his leading scorer, Max Rowley. How does he play? He had one word to say: sniper. That rings true here, especially tonight against Marin Catholic. A 3 taken is left short by Nick Greenwood. Ahead it goes to Asani Berkeley for the Royals. Berkeley drives on Greenwood, swatted away by Joey Bailey. his second block of the evening, excuse me. Greenwood fights it up in the fight for the loose ball. It's going to be a foul. Loose ball foul is going to go on Kyle Winter. For the Royals, it's Hilton to inbound. He's going to inbound it to Berkeley. He's out there with Rodriguez, Brown, and Rowley. And Rodriguez has it. He's going to be directing traffic. Minute 30 left to play here in the second quarter of action. Handoff goes to Berkeley, drives inside on Anderson. No good, and Rahosi barely had to jump for that rebound. He's got it for Marin Catholic. Kick out goes Anderson. Jack Greenwood tries a three. Instead, he fakes a three, drives inside, puts up a floater, no good, and away comes Mission Prep. Rebound goes to Berkeley. Berkeley looking for help. He has Anderson guarding him. Rodriguez. Not a lot of ball movement on this possession. A little stagnant. 18 to shoot for the Royals. Rowley drives inside, kicks back out. Brown from the left corner. Rims out for Brown. Under a minute to play here from Freitas Gymnasium. The second round of the Don Bombauer Classic in its 24th year. Royals up 4 on Marin Catholic. Jack Greenwood feeds it to A.J. Rahosi. Rahosi kicks to the other Greenwood brother, Nick Greenwood, and shot it over everything. And a loose ball foul is going to go on, I believe, Luke Anderson. .9 seconds difference between the game clock and shot clock. It's 35.9 remaining on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. And kind of an inadvertent buzzer, but play resumes with Rodriguez. Mission Prep can seemingly play for the final shot of the first half. Royals 30, Marin Catholic 26, down to 20 seconds. Rodriguez with the ball. He is taking his time, down to 15 seconds. Now Rodriguez hands off to Berkeley, guarded by Anderson. Brown has it now on Joey Bailey. And off goes Rodriguez, down to 7 seconds. And his ball's knocked off the knee of Rodriguez, and a turnover. A costly turnover for Mission Prep. That's their 5th of the evening. And Marin Catholic now has the final shot of the possession with 5 seconds to work with. Inbound goes to Nick Greenwood. Nick Greenwood down to 1 second. Ball knocked away. Has nowhere to go to. And Marin Catholic doesn't even get a shot off at the buzzer. And that is how the first half comes to a close. A very hotly contested first half of action between these two programs. And Mission Prep goes into the locker room and a halftime intermission up 4 on Marin Catholic, 30 to 26. We're going to take a quick break here from Freitas Gymnasium, home of the host Marin Catholic High School Wildcats. Come right back for the halftime show live here from Freitas Gymnasium. You're listening to Mission Prep Royals basketball presented by California Fresh Markets.
Food Jets is your 100% committed local food delivery service, serving Santa Luis Obispo County. Staffing highly trained professional drivers, Food Jets delivers the best food delivery service from more than 75 local restaurants in the county to your home and office. Food Jets is all about giving back to the community. Let Food Jets be the pilot to your next meal and keep it local. Order, track, eat. www.foodjets.com.
Here at Straight Down, it all comes down to providing our customers with classic styles using the highest quality fabrics available. Since the company's sportswear beginning in 1987 to its transition to a golf and lifestyle company in 1993, Straight Down continues to respect the tradition and history of golf and the people who cherish it. With a wide variety of clothing and accessories to choose from for both men and women, Straight Down is always moving forward. Check out their online inventory today at straightdown.com or follow along on social media at Straight Down, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Basketball on PSN.
On the Prep Sports Network, Straight Down Clothing presents the Royals halftime report with scores from around the area, stats from the first half, and a look ahead to the second half. Let's go courtside.
We have hit halftime here from Freitas Gymnasium between Marin Catholic and your Mission Prep Royals. And Mission Prep going into the locker room. Halftime intermission. Up 4 on the Wildcats, 30-26. Welcome inside the Mission Prep Royals basketball halftime show here on Prep Sports Network and presented by California Fresh Markets. 30-26 is the score. And we look at Mission Prep playing some of their best basketball. Really a physical game. A lot of bodies colliding underneath and at half courts. But physicality definitely playing a factor. The defensive specialist for Mission Prep already down to 2 fouls. Josh Turner, number 20. And he has the main responsibilities of guarding the other team's best guard. And he picked up 2 quick ones here on the evening.
Yesterday's game was a big deal.
And we look at the leading scorers for Mission Prep. They are led by Carlton Brown with 8 points. 8 points, and of course Max Rowley with 9 points. He had 3 triples in the first half of action. After that, it is Zach Hatch, who has 6 points in his own right. He has a couple of threes. But how about Mission Prep overall? Catching fire from distance in the first half of action. They hit 8 threes as a team in the opening 16 minutes. So we'll see if they can continue that offensive onslaught from beyond the arc here in the second half. On the other side, it is Nick Greenwood. He has 5 points on the night. Iroz with 2. Jack Bailey with 4 points. And how about the defense he's been playing? Swatting away a handful of Mission Prep Royals. He has a couple of blocks to go along with 4 points. But AJ Rahosi, we highlighted him in the open. Their leading scorer, their best player. He is taking Marin Catholic on his back and hopefully carrying them to the promised land. He leads all scorers with 13 points. He also hit a triple from downtown as well. We look at Mission Prep and Marin Catholic, and the winner of today's game, they advance to the Final Four. They advance to the Final Four. Sarah already won today's game. They advance. Just saw University, they won as well, so they're in the Final Four. So the winner of today's game will indeed take on University tomorrow night at 8 p.m. This is a 4-day tournament spanning from last night, Thursday, through Monday. Games played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the championship to be played on Monday nights here from Freitas Gymnasium. Once again, this is the halftime show presented to you by Prep Sports Network and presented to you by California Fresh Market. Hey fans, Mike Rowley founded Straight Down in 1989. What started as a small t-shirt company shortly grew into a full-range golf and lifestyle apparel brand that is now worn by some of the top athletes in the industry. Straight Down's love of golf translates into the products they make. For over 30 years, this family-owned business has built a brand that respects tradition, history, and spirit of golf. Straight Down, live and breathe the game. Please visit straightdown.com to get into the best fits today. And hey fans, California Fresh Market is your one-stop shop for all your basketball party needs. Choose from the largest craft beer selection on the Central Coast and some game day appetizers from the famous Wing Bar. Keep the party fresh with a fresh veggie tray from our produce department. California Fresh Market is a proud supporter of Mission Prep men's basketball. And we certainly do appreciate our fans and listeners in tuning in to Mission Prep Royals men's basketball here on Prep Sports Network, presented to you by California Fresh Markets. We should have coverage for you of Mission Prep's next game, will be either in the afternoon tomorrow or at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Winner of this second round matchup between Mission Prep and Marin Catholic, they will take on University tomorrow at 8 p.m. So, looking forward to that one, but 16 minutes away from a victory for Mission Prep. They lead Marin Catholic at the half by 4, 30-26. Should be a fun and exciting second half of action. Maybe we'll have some offensive fireworks as well. And we highlighted in the open AJ Rahosi for Marin Catholic versus Carlton Brown III for Mission Prep. That'll be a battle. We'll see if Carlton Brown, takes that defensive assignment on AJ Rahosi, because Rahosi is doing work down low on the Mission Prep guards thus far. He's been very active on the boards. 5 rebounds thus far on the evening. So we're hoping that Terrence Harris's ball club can neutralize Rahosi's size and make the other Marin Catholic Wildcats beat them, because after Rahosi sitting at 13 points, no one for Marin Catholic with more than 6. So if they can neutralize, contain AJ Rahosi, gotta wonder what the defensive game plan is for guarding that young man standing at 6'7", standing in the middle, and who can not only take you down low, but can also take you off the dribble and finish with the best of them. This has been the halftime report, coming to you live from Freitas Gymnasium. But don't you move, we got second half action coming your way between Mission Prep and Marin Catholic. You're tuned into the Mission Prep Royals Basketball Network, presented by California Fresh Markets.
Food Jets is your 100% committed local food delivery service, serving Santa Luis Obispo County. Staffing highly trained professional drivers, Food Jets delivers the best food delivery service from more than 75 local restaurants in the county to your home and office. Food Jets is all about giving back to the community. Let Food Jets be the pilot to your next meal and keep it local. Order, track, eat. www.foodjets.com.
Locally owned and operated, get your grocery shopping done the right way here along the Central Coast at California Fresh Market in the Foothill Plaza right here in San Luis Obispo. Conveniently open every day, 6 a.m. to midnight. Why not do your grocery shopping after the game? California Fresh Market, proud to be a supporter of high school athletics in San Luis Obispo.
And welcome back to Freitas Gymnasium, home of the Marin Catholic Wildcats. Second half action is underway here between the Wildcats and the Royals. On this Marin Catholic possession, Joey Bailey kicks back out to Nick Greenwood. Starters back in for the Wildcats. Inside it goes, Rahosi doubled on the right block, forces it up anyway, off back iron, but a whistle and a foul. And that is going to go on Bryce Hilton. Bryce Hilton, that's only his first personal foul of the ball game. That'll send AJ Rahosi to the free throw stripe as he puts up the first, rims in. 14 points now for AJ Rahosi on the afternoon. He has 14 of the Wildcat 27. And he cuts the lead to 3 after he back rims the second. He splits a pair. Royals 30, Wildcats 27. Handoff goes to Brown. It goes to Hilton, guarded by Rahosi. Hilton feeds Berkeley. Carlton Brown, left wing 3, not there. Brown misses. Fight for loose ball is taken by Zach Hatch. Hatch gets it back. A fresh 35 to work with for the Royals. Ball moving nicely. Brown slips and loses the ball. A turnover. Rahosi gets it to Jack Greenwood. He fires away. No good. Rebound Winters. Forces it up. No. Rahosi Gets it. No, it's not there either. Fights for the loose ball and finds Kyle Winters. Little look what I found for Kyle Winters. Ahead it goes, and Hilton kind of got away with a walk on that spin move. Nonetheless, Royals reset up top. Bounce pass feed goes to Brown. Brown tries to go right at the body of Joey Bailey, but a whistle and a foul. Marin Catholic surely were not fans of that one. And that is going to go on Nick Greenwood. That's 2 personals on Nick Greenwood. His brother Jack has one as well. And inbound goes to Hilton. Rowley drives into the paint, makes a pass, pulls up for the jumper instead, and knocks it down. Rowley with 9 first half points gets the first field goal of the second half for the Royals. He's up to double figures with 11. Inside it goes. Kick out goes to Jack Greenwood. Kyle Winters fires from 3 off back iron. And here comes Jack Greenwood. Chases down the loose ball. Swatted away by Hilton. It will stay on that end of the floor. 33 on the shot clock for the Wildcats. Hilton's been very active. He's been a man on a mission. On the Twin Towers underneath for Mission Prep with Hilton and Brown the third. Goes to Joey Bailey. And Kyle Winters on the right wing, drives on Berkeley all the way to the 10 and puts it home. Inbound goes to Berkeley, kind of shoves away Kyle Winters. Berkeley drives on Winters, spins on him, left-hand layup is off back iron, and rebound goes to Kyle Winters. He got the best of Berkeley on that defensive matchup. And it goes, Rahosi tries to feed inside to Bailey. No good. Jack Greenwood tees up a 3. That rims out for Greenwood. How about Kyle Winters flying in for the board? Keep working, Kyle. And Marin Catholic retakes the lead, 33-32, 5:05 left to play here in the third quarter. Berkeley with the left hand, drives on Winters all the way to the 10, and a foul on the ground is going to go on Kyle Winters. And that is his 3rd personal of the ball game. I think Berkeley kind of got away with a carry. Mission Prep operating from right to left. Rowley, triple for Max Rowley, his 4th of the evening. 14 points for Rowley to lead Mission Prep. They retake the lead 35-33. Max Rowley has come to play here tonight. Offense firing on all cylinders for Mission Prep. Ball kicked out of bounds on this Marin Catholic possession. And 10th year head coach Mike Saya has seen enough. He wants to give his guys a breather as the timeout is taken by Marin Catholic. Mission Prep leads 35-33 here in the second round of the Don Bauer Classic here from Marin Catholic High School. We're going to take a quick break here from the Mission Prep Royals Basketball Network. But don't you move, more action coming your way here on the Prep Sports Network presented by California Fresh Markets.
Locally owned and operated, get your grocery shopping done the right way here along the Central Coast at California Fresh Market in the Foothill Plaza right here in San Luis Obispo. Conveniently open every day, 6 a.m. to midnight.
And back to the action we go. Marin Catholic to take it baseline out of bounds. Berkeley guards the inbounder, Kyle Winters. Winters tries to feed inside, but Berkeley thought he was playing soccer. Kicked it out of bounds. Nice flow to this game, not a lot of whistles. 2 fouls for Mission Prep to 1 for Marin Catholic. Ball batted away and taken by Berkeley. Turnover for Marin Catholic. Berkeley tries to drive in the paint. Goes by everybody, up and under, hoop-de-doo. And Asani Berkeley lays it home. 6 points now for Berkeley as Greenwood tries to triple, leaves it short, and Brown takes it away. Tries to feed Hilton. Hilton spins on Jack Greenwood and flips it home. What a play by Bryce Hilton. A 7-0 run by Mission Prep puts them up 6, 39-33, 3:45 left to play here in the third quarter of action. Oh, Brown gambles for a pass. Luckily, it didn't come back to haunt him. 20 to shoot here for Marin Catholic. Rahosi has it up top, swings it to the right corner. Greenwood back to Bailey, guarded by Hilton. Winter tees up a triple, got it! You definitely tell the home fans love it. And Marin Catholic now cuts the deficit to 3. Royals still lead though by 3. 3:15 left to play. Rowley tries to respond with a deep 3 of his own, no good. And Winters has it. Kick out goes to Jack Greenwood. He'll try and got another one. Another one for Marin Catholic. They have back-to-back threes as the score is now tied. A very hotly contested game, but the threes have gone down for both programs. Carlton Brown tries to respond. Left wing 3, no good. Fight for the loose ball. It goes through Rahosi's legs, but Marin Catholic has it, and away from the ball foul is going to go on Bryce Hilton. That's going to be his second.
Let's go.
The Mission Prep coming back on this, coming out of the halftime intermission on a 7-0 run, but Marin Catholic responds with a 6-0 run of their own, back-to-back triples, knots the score at 39. Ball moving nicely for Marin Catholic at the top of the key. Winters gets it to Jack Greenwood. He'll fire away. Another one! Jack Greenwood from downtown as the Wildcats retake the lead, 42-39. He's taking a page a little bit out of Max Rowley's book. Max Rowley came out firing in the first half. Jack Greenwood taking a page out of his book here in the second half, and a turnover for Mission Prep. Their 7th of the evening. 2:08 left to play. Wildcats on top of the Royals by 3. This is a big stretch here defensively. A big possession here for Mission Prep. They got to get a stop and get back on top of the Wildcats. Handoff goes to Jack Greenwood. To Iraz. Jack Greenwood gets it back. Thinking about a 3 from the left wing. No. Gets the handoff from Bailey. He'll fire again. And that is left short. Offensive board for the Wildcats. Iraz tries the 3. And it's good. What a shot. Logan Iraz coming off the bench with 5 points of his own. And Terrence Harris has seen enough. He's trying to stop the bleeding. A 13-0 run for the Marin Catholic Wildcats. How about it? But head coach Terrence Harris calling this timeout to act as a bandage to stop the bleeding. They need an answer, and quick. They cannot let Marin Catholic add to this 13-0 run here in this third quarter. But we know these two teams are both capable of putting offensive onslaughts on the other, as we have seen thus far here in the ball game. A 6-point lead now for Marin Catholic, 45-39. This is the nightcap matchup here. We've had 8 games yesterday, and this is the 8th game here today. It is 8 games a day here inside this gymnasium, so you pay a one-time price for admission. More often than not, it'll be worth the price of admission. Most definitely. So we saw a very hotly contested matchup in the previous game between the University and Rockland, and a hotly contested one here between Mission Prep and Marin Catholic. The Royals have it out of the timeout, 1:20 left to play. Royals down 6 to the Wildcats. Inside it goes. Hilton on the baseline, right baseline, looking for help, feeds Rodriguez. Shot clock down to 15. Rodriguez feeds Hilton on the right wing. Down low goes on the right baseline to Rowley. Guarded by Greenwood, puts up a floater, and it's good. Max Rowley coming alive here when his team needs him. Cuts the deficit to 4. Nick Greenwood tries a very questionable shot from beyond NBA range. That misses everything. Under a minute to play. Rowley drives on Iros, puts up a floater, blocked by Anderson. And then away comes Marin Catholic. And here comes Anderson. Gets a feed down low, feeds inside. Rahosi knocked away. Fight for the loose ball. Bodies crashing on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball situation. It'll stay on that end of the floor. A pile of humanity underneath, might I say. You know that both these teams play very hard, very physical.
Go number 10.
And nothing more indicative of that when the referees have to dry up the wet spot by themselves underneath the basket. 32.9 left to play here in the third quarter of action. Royals trail the Wildcats by 4. Backdoor cut by Nick Greenwood as he gets the feed, and he puts it up and home. He has 8 points for the Wildcats. And Mission Prep can play for one shot, down to 15 seconds. Rodriguez has it up top, guarded by Nick Greenwood. Rodriguez now dribbles over to the right wing, down to 10 seconds. Rodriguez hands off to Carlton Brown. They love that play. Down to 6 seconds. Inside it goes. Rodriguez with 4. Spins. Blocked away. Luke Anderson. Hilton tries a 3. With 2 seconds. Tries to beat the buzzer, but it's no good. That is how the first half comes to a close.
Hey, way to go, Luke!
Marin Catholic outscoring Mission Prep 21-11 in that third quarter of action.
Attaboy, Luke!
And they have completely stolen away momentum from Mission Prep like candy from a baby. Let's see what the defensive game plan is here for 14th year head coach Terrence Harris, defensive specialist. He told me after the game that he prides himself, his team, on the defense. And he said in that first half against Arcata that did not hold true, but second half they got back to their calling card and locked down Arcata, get a stop on one end, a bucket on the other. Look up at the scoreboard. They're tied at the end of regulation, and they used a 9-2 spurt last night to sink the Arcata Tigers, tame them for good, and send them back to the zoo. And here they are against Marin Catholic, down 6 to begin the fourth quarter of action. They have it on this offensive possession to begin the fourth quarter. Josh Turner to Rodriguez. To the right wing it goes. Rowley guarded by Greenwood. Hilton drives baseline on the leading scorer for the Wildcats for Housey. Shot clock down to 15. Rodriguez cuts back door. No. Brown to follow. No good either. And away comes Marin Catholic. Another empty possession for Mission Prep. Nick Greenwood. Feeds back out to Winters. Jack Greenwood feeds Bailey. Down low goes Rahosi. Bad pass by Bailey. He tried to feed Rahosi from the top of the key. But in high school basketball, you got to get a better angle. Get it over to the wing. Use a bounce pass to get it down low. Turnover for Marin Catholic. 7:15 left to play here in the ball game. Royals trail by 6, 47-41. Rowley, the leading scorer for the Royals. Inside it goes. Hilton tries to feed Brown into the paint. He goes, flips it up. Right hand hook and gets it to fall. Carlton Brown now into double figures as well with 10 points. Cuts the deficit now to 4 for the Royals. Jack Greenwood on the left wing feeds Rahosi on the left elbow. Nick Greenwood tries a triple off back iron. Fight for the loose ball and rebound taken by Bryce Hilton. Ahead it goes Rodriguez racing up the floor. Drives all the way on Winters. Stops, feeds Hilton. He'll try a 3 and that's no good either. Mission Prep has gone cold from downtown. On the fast break, Turner steals away the loose ball, but saves it to a Wildcat. Mayhem before head coach Mike Saya calls timeout. Wants to get his Wildcats under control on this discombobulated possession. Timeout taken by Marin Catholic. As is a 30-second timeout for head coach Mike Saya. For Mission Prep, we look at their past schedule. That, as we mentioned in the open, they started off this season on a 4-game winning streak as they won their own tournament, the Hoops at the Coast tournament, held at Mission Prep. Excuse me, they won 5 of 6 games in their own tournament. And the Mission Prep Christmas Classic, they went 2-2 in that one. And then defeated Arcata last night. Their record stands at 8-3 coming into tonight's matchup with Marin Catholic. They trail by 4, however. 6:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter of action. Jack Greenwood tries to triple off back iron from the left corner. Rebound goes to Bailey, and he fights it up and home. 5 out there for Mission Prep. It is Brown, Hatch, Hilton, Rodriguez, and Josh Turner. And Rodriguez traveled with it. Lifted his pivot foot on that jab step. Turnover for Mission Prep. Once again, you are tuned into Mission Prep Royals basketball on the Prep Sports Network, presented by California Fresh Market. We are live here from Kentfield, California, the home of Marin Catholic High School. Winters on this Marin Catholic possession. Shot clock down to 20. Nick Greenwood. Their offense definitely runs through him and Rahosi. Hands off to his brother Jack. Shot clock down now to 10. Jack tries with the left hand. Took an extra step and a turnover for Marin Catholic. I think he kind of stumbled over his own feet or tripped over a Mission Prep defender. Mission Prep, here it is, a big possession. Down 6, 49-43, 5:30 left to play. Zach Hatch has it on the right wing. And here it comes to Berkeley. Down low goes Carlton Brown. Feeds back out. Rodriguez traveled again. Back-to-back turnovers for Mark Rodriguez. And very uncharacteristic. And he's probably going to need to take a break. As he does, he's going to earn a well-deserved spot on the pine at the very end of the bench after back-to-back turnovers. 9 turnovers now on the evening. Oh, it seemed that Jack Greenwood double dribbled with it up top, and the official was right on top of it, standing at mid-court. Turnover for Marin Catholic. Wildcats 49, Mission Prep 43.
Keep working, Jack.
Away comes Max Rowley looking for Brown down low on the left elbow. Goes right at Rahosi. Instead kicks back out. Hatch tries a 3. No good. Anderson. Oh, they have a Wildcat wide open standing underneath. Instead he'll try a 3. And it's sunk by Kyle Winters. 52-43 backdoor feed. It goes to Rowley. Nice pass from Berkeley to Rowley, finding the backdoor cutter. And the score is now 52-45, a 7-point Wildcat lead with 4:30 left to play. Anderson has it, hands it back off to Kyle Winters. See if Winters takes Rowley off the dribble. Does. Instead feeds Jack Greenwood. He'll try a tough floater, and that is a foul. Going to go on Bryce Hilton.
Way to go, Jack!
Hilton was awaiting in the paint, trying to draw the charge on the shorter Jack Greenwood.
Jack, keep it up, buddy. Keep driving.
But as we said yesterday, credit the opposition, putting the officials in a tough spot to blow the whistle or not.
Let's go, Logan.
He's one of the Marin Catholic assistants, acting as the towel boy, but Marin Catholic will have
Here we
to
go, Jack. Here we go, Jack.
mop up
Go,
the male
MC.
sweat from the court. This might take a while.
Go, MC.
I'm not sure whether to take a break or not. And they finally do get the puddle dried up underneath
Keep working, Kyle.
the
Here
right
we go, Fred.
end of the basket. And it's going to be 2 shots for Jack Greenwood. 3 fouls now for Bryce Hilton.
There you
As
go. Here we go.
Greenwood sinks the first. Iroz and
Way to work.
Bailey come back into the ball game. They're out there with Rahosi, Luke Anderson, and Greenwood at the free throw stripe. Mission Prep in their away Navy uniforms with New Orleans Saints gold numbers and letters with Mission across the chest. Greenwood hits the second. Ball knocked loose. Brown, dangerous pass. Berkeley gets it to Hatch on the baseline. Gets a man in the air and draws a foul. Adept move by Zach Hatch to use the fundamental pump fake to get two Wildcats in the air, and that'll mean free throws now for Zach Hatch. Zach Hatch, who has 6 points now on the evening.
Go, Logan.
Royals trail by 9, 54-45. It'll be huge free throws down the stretch as Hatch misses the first. Kyle Winters comes back in for Luke Anderson. 9-point Wildcat lead.
Go to work, Logan.
Hatch out there with Brown, Berkeley, Hilton, and Rowley. And Hatch splits a pair. He hits the second, up to 7 points now for Hatch. 54-46. Royals now trail by 8 with 4 minutes left to play here in the ball game. And they're putting on the press as Wildcats dribble out of it. Up ahead it goes. Rahousi puts up a tough 2. No good off glass. And Brown corrals the loose ball. Berkeley trying to push the pace here for Mission Prep. Hands off to Brown. Thinking about a 3. No, he won't. And Hatch will drive on Iraz instead. Spinning on a tough floater off glass. Follows his own miss and puts it home. Hatch staying with the play as Mission Prep continues to put the press on. 54-48. Royals down by 6. Iraz gets away with a travel, but Rahosi does not. He walks with it, took an extra step, and head coach Mike Saya punching his hands. He knew that he's got to calm his Wildcats down.
Go to work, Joe.
And Mission Prep has it. 3:15 left to play. Hatch guarded by Nick Greenwood. Berkeley has it. Trying to take his man off the dribble. Spins inside and lays it home. Beautiful move by Asani Berkeley in the lane. He drove right, spun left, and laid it in with the right hand and got his man slipping. Inside it goes. Rahosi gets the backdoor feed and lays it in. Rahosi, who has been quiet here in the second half of action. Feed inside goes to Brown. What a pass and what a setup. Hatch to Brown the third. Brown the third now up to 12 points. Chaos at midcourt. 2-on-1 for the Wildcats. And a lay-in. Bailey from Rahosi. And that is how you break the fast break. That's textbook. Hilton feeds inside. Spins, no good. Tries to tap his own miss in. No. And Rowley collects the loose ball. Inside it goes. Brown in the paint. Punches his way up and in. Kind of got away with an elbow. Going right into the chest of A.J. Rahosi, but he lays it in. Carlton Brown with 14 points to lead Mission Prep along with Max Rowley. 16 points. Rowley and Brown combining for 30 of the Royals' 54. But possessions are going to be critical here coming down the stretch. It is the Wildcats 58. They lead Mission Prep by 4. 58-54 is the score. 2:11 left to play here. And we'll see what the lineup is here for head coach Terrence Harris. Let's see if Mission Prep can go on a run here. 2:11 left to play. Possession, each and every possession going to be huge. They're on defense on this one, putting on the press. Jack Greenwood gets it to Bailey. They break it pretty easily, do the Wildcats. Inside it goes. Rahosi, one man to beat. It's Hilton. Lays it up and in. Counted and one. A defensive breakdown for the Royals. That is not how Terrence Harris envisioned that defensive possession going for the Royals. As the Wildcats showed tremendous poise and broke that press rather easily. Rahosi up to complete the three-point play and does.
play, boys. Let's go. Go to work, Nick.
61-54, under 2 to play now. 150 left to play as Berkeley lays it in. Berkeley lays it in. And chaos at midcourt. Berkeley up to double figures. 61-56, Royals trail by 5 now. It's going to be a foul on Carlton Brown. That's going to be his second foul of the ball game. Brown. The Wildcats have 5 team fouls. Mission Prep has 5 team fouls. Marin Catholic had 3. Winters has it. Gets it to Rahosi, hounded by Hilton. 25 to shoots. Minute 20 left to play. Royals trail by 5. And a foul, I believe, is going to go on Asani Berkeley. That is indeed on Asani Berkeley. That's his second. And the Royals 1 away from the bonus.
One more transition, boys. One more.
It's going to be a minute-long timeout. We were trying to see how long this timeout would be. $61-56 is the score. And Marin Catholic will have it out of the timeout. Once again, Dale Watkins here with you live at Marin Catholic High School, home of the host Wildcats. Here in the 24th annual Don Baumbauer Classic. This is the second round matchup, the nightcap of the 8 games being played here tonight. 8 games being played a day up until the final day of this tournament on Monday. What a game it has been thus far. Mission Prep, who are led by Max Rowley with 16 points on the evening. He has 4 triples here tonight, followed by Carlton Brown with 14 points. And he has been doing the dirty work on the glass. Once again, you are tuned into Mission Prep Royals basketball on the Prep Sports Network, presented by California Fresh Market. Inbound goes to Jack Greenwood. Minute 15 left to play. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Marin Catholic can milk this clock down, just playing catch and keep away at the top of the key. It goes to Jack Bailey. Bailey looking for help, gets it back to Winters. Winters drives on Brown. 3-man weave up top. Shot clock down to 12. Instead, Greenwood tries a floater. No. Fight for the loose ball, and it's taken by Mark Rodriguez. Rodriguez has it, feeds inside. Hilton running the lane, and Brown follows it home. A big bucket for Mission Prep to cut to within 3 of Marin Catholic. Score is 61-58. Royals now just trail by 3. Marin Catholic will have it out of the timeout. We're going to stay with you. We're not cutting to commercial in a game like this. You've got to be kidding me if you think we are. What a game for AJ Rahosi. Exploded in the first half, but has then come back down to earth. He has 16 points, 8 rebounds for Rahosi. As we look at the score sheets, winner of today's game will take on University tomorrow at 8 p.m. And it is yet to be decided which team will take on University. We are here in the beautiful Freitas Gymnasium here on the campus of Marin Catholic High School. Once again from Kentfield, California. Dale Watkins here with you, bringing you the action between your Mission Prep Royals and the Marin Catholic Wildcats. It has been a feisty, highly contested game, but a nice pace to this game. The game against Arcata last night was like watching a bunch of chickens running around with their heads cut off. Marin Catholic with 2 timeouts. Mission Prep, I believe, just has one, and Marin Catholic will inbound on their own baseline. Winters to inbound, Brown defending, they just get it in, and Winters gets it back, hands off to Bailey. They're trying to beat the 10-second count, and they do. Winters has it, and he's guarded by Rowley. 8-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Game clock now down to 27, shot clock at 17. They play catch up top to the Wildcats.
Let him read. Let him read.
Man, if you're Rowley, I would try to force the 5-second count. Winters drives, shot clock down to 8. And Bailey feeds inside. Berkeley guards and fouls Nick Greenwood. But he's not a foul of that call. He thought he got a clean block on Nick Greenwood. But that's going to mean free throws for the Wildcats. That's Berkeley's third foul. As Mission Prep is now in the bonus. Mike Saya momentarily giving orders and directions to the other four Wildcats, as Nick Greenwood is by himself at the key as he strokes the first, and he makes it a 2-possession game. 12.4 left to play. (62-58). Nick Greenwood can make it a 5-point game. The lefty puts it up, and it's good.
Nice job, Nick. Go foul.
Nick Greenwood now has 10 points on the ball game. Hilton to inbound, 12.4. Royals trail by 5. They get it into Brown. Down to 10 seconds. Berkeley takes on the entire team. Drives inside, and a foul. I believe it's going to go on the ground. That's going to go on Kyle Winters. He has 4 personals himself, Winters does. Down to 8.4 seconds. Royals trail by 5. Rodriguez to inbound. Rodriguez looking for help, lobs it inside. And that's going to be on Luke Anderson. Wildcats up to 5 team fouls. Rodriguez out there with Rowley, Brown, Berkeley, and Hilton. They get it in. Hilton gets it inside, and a foul on Rahosi. That's going to be the 6th team foul as a team. And Rahosi just has 1. And that's going to be a timeout taken by head coach Mike Saya in his 10th season at the helm of Marin Catholic High School. And we'll see what the play is coming out of the timeouts.
Way to go, Logan.
For head coach Terrence Harris. If I'm Mission Prep, I look to my hot hands, who have been hot all night. Max Rowley and Carlton Brown. Rowley with 16 points on the evening on 4 of 6 from distance. And Carlton Brown, who has 14 points. And he's been very active here in the ball game. I imagine they're going to try to pound it inside with Brown or Hilton. They're going to try to lob it to the top of the key and get it back into the paint. A little high-low action. What a game this has been. As you mentioned last night in the first round, your Mission Prep Royals fought back from down 23 to defeat Arcata in overtime 74-68. Do they have another comeback in them? We will see in this final 5.3 left to play here from Marin Catholic High School, trying to take down the host Wildcats. Rodriguez out there with Rowley, Brown, Berkeley, and Hilton. Starters back in for the Royals. Royals trail by 5. Lob inside, goes to Berkeley, catches it in the paint, spins, and flips it in. 2.3 left to play as Berkeley cuts it to 3, a 1-possession game for Mission Prep. Marin Catholic will inbound on the other side of this timeout. But a nice quick hitter for Mission Prep. And Berkeley now up to 12 points on the afternoon. I didn't know that kids were allowed to shoot during timeouts. But nonetheless, officials not kicking them off, especially in a clutch, big-time, crucial stretch of the ball game. Wildcats 63, Royals 60. Royals trail by 3. 2.3 left to play. Marin Catholic will inbound from the opposite baseline. They just have to get the ball in, but the Mission Prep just got to foul as fast as you can. It's a one-on-one situation, but if you're Berkeley, you got to be careful. He's in foul trouble with 3 fouls. It is Kyle Winters out there with Nick Greenwood, Jack Bailey, Rahosi, and the other Greenwood. Inbound goes to Nick Greenwood. He gets away momentarily before being chased down by Asani Berkeley. And you look up at the game clock, a lot of time went off. And that should just about do it with just 0.5 remaining here in this ball game. And upcoming free throws from Nick Greenwood. What a game he has had. 10 points. A handful of dimes. Flashy dimes to set up his teammates. He has a chance to put the exclamation point on and does. Hits the front end of the 1-and-1 with 0.5 left to play. Kyle Winters comes out. He receives an ovation from his team. Greenwood is up and hits the second. 65-60 is the score. Inbound goes to Mark Rodriguez at midcourt. Goes up a prayer. Buzzer sounds, and that will do it here from Freitas Gymnasium. The final score, Marin Catholic 65 and your Mission Prep Royals 60. The Royals fall to the host Wildcats here in the second round of the 24th annual Don Baumbauer Classic, held here in Kentfield, California at Marin Catholic High School. A tough way to go down, especially given how hot Mission Prep started out this ball game. Went on a 6-0 run, a 7-0 run to begin the second half of action, but had then since cooled off, and it seems that Marin Catholic just put their foot on the gas and accelerated, put the pedal to the metal, and never looked back. 65-60 is the score. Royals go down by 5 here. But don't you move. Post-game report is coming your way live here from Freitas Gymnasium. You're tuned into Mission Prep Royals basketball here on the Prep Sports Network, presented by California Fresh Markets. Don't you move. Post-game report on the other side of this break.
Amazing. Just you or
How you doing, Coach? Oh. You doing all right? Yeah. All right, my man. I forgot to plug in this. All right, appreciate it. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, great game. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Have a great night.
Got the play-by-play.
Yes, sir.
That was awesome. Oh, man.
From for both men and women, Straight Down is always moving forward. Check out their online inventory today at straightdown.com or follow along on social media at Straight Down, a proud supporter of Mission Prep Basketball on PSN.
Food Jets is your 100% committed local food delivery service, serving San Luis Obispo County. Staffing highly trained professional drivers, Food Jets delivers the best food delivery service from more than 75 local restaurants in the county to your home and office. Food Jets is all about giving back to the community. Let Food Jets be the pilot to your next meal and keep it local. Order, track, eat. www.foodjets.com.
On the Prep Sports Network, Food Jets delivers the Mission Prep postgame show with a recap of the game, final stats, and a word from head coach Terrence Harris. Let's send it courtside.
The Royals fall at the hands of the Marin Catholic Wildcats. Final score of 65-60. Welcome back to the Mission Prep Royals Basketball Network, presented by California Fresh Markets here on the Prep Sports Network inside Freitas Gymnasium. I want to welcome in head coach Terrence Harris. And Terrence, your guys really started off hot. I mean, Max Riley started off the ball game with back-to-back threes. Seems like you definitely were the aggressor here tonight in the first half. But kind of Marin Catholic, found some things. Maybe they flipped the switch the same way you flipped the switch last night against Arcata. What did you see from the first half and the second half that kind of made the difference in the ballgame? Kind of turned the tide.
I thought our offensive movement actually was not a bright spot for us today, and it actually, to me, it hurt our defense. We didn't take great shots, and then we got a little flustered offensively. And it's kind of the way this team goes when we're not getting great shots. It actually wears on us defensively. That's what it looked like to me. I thought we did a good job early of getting movement and then attacking the rim. I did not think we did as good of a job of that, staying consistent as the game.
That's right. There was only there were three turnovers in the first half, and then I guess maybe got a little bit careless in the second half. Did you feel like Marin Catholic's defense, they changed anything that kind of rushed you guys, or was it just being sloppy with the basketball?
I don't think they did. I think they like to play a contained defensive style. They put a lot of pressure on them. They just try and contain. We came out with a couple of straight turnovers to start the second half. I didn't necessarily think they were forced errors. I thought we just young men who have some ups, have some downs, and you got to find a good way to fight through the mistakes and the challenges and get right back to what we're doing.
Carlton Brown once again leading the charge, 14 points. Max Rowley 16 points. Are those your two main guys? Those are your two main focal points of the offense?
Yeah, I actually think we have a lot of guys that can perform on the offensive end. I think any given day we got 6 guys who can go for 20. It's one of the nice things about our team. We got to do a better job of making sure we get assists, sharing it, driving for others, making sure that when the help comes, we deliver. But again, we'll learn from this. It's tough. It's tough on the road, back to back. It's good for us to be in these situations and try and figure out how to battle through it.
That's right. You play the winner tomorrow. You play University, who won earlier.
No, we get Rockland.
You get Rockland. You got Rockland.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You get Rockland. What can you take from tonight's game? I always end off with this. What can you take from tonight's game into tomorrow's game against the Rockland Thunder?
Yeah, Rockland is actually a lot like Marin Catholic. They got some defensive studs. They got a couple guys that can shoot it. They got a couple big bodies that we'll have to contend with. They pressure more than Marin Catholic does. So we'll have to make sure we're solid with the basketball and execute against the press. But hopefully these guys come out a little bit more ready to play. We just never looked like we got into a high gear today. Methodical in terms of an energy and intensity. We're going to have to make sure we do a better job of having high energy, high intensity before we start.
All right, and that is 14th year head coach of the Mission Prep Royals, Terrence Harris. Terrence, thank you so much for joining me up here, my man. Appreciate you. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right. As head coach Terrence Harris goes off headsets. Once again, the final score of tonight's game. The Royals fall at the hands of the host Marin Catholic Wildcats by a final score of 65-60. Mission Prep, they were led by Max Rowley, who came out guns a-blazing. He had 4 triples in the first half of action before eventually cooling off. He ended up with 16 points, 4 of 6 from distance, followed by Carlton Brown as well. I asked Coach if these were the two focal points of the offense. It definitely felt like that tonight. Definitely felt like the offense was ran through these two gentlemen, Rowley and Brown. Brown, who had 14 points, but he has faith in his guys. He says that a lot of guys can put up points, can put up buckets. It's not all about scoring at the end of the day. Scoring, offense is just half of the game of basketball. You got to get it done on the defensive side as well. On the other side, Marin Catholic, they were led by A.J. Rahosi, who had 16 points and was doing absolute work on the glass, stayed out of foul trouble, and was the defensive anchor for Marin Catholic. A.J. Rahosi, who stood at 6'7", the junior, making his presence felt in tonight's game. He was followed by the 5'7" junior, Nick Greenwood, and kind of the Energizer Bunny Nick Greenwood was. He stood tall. He stood much taller than 5'7". He had double figures in tonight's game with 10 points. Kyle Winters, 8 points. Jack Greenwood with 6. And Joey Bailey, who came off the bench and contributed 6 points and had a handful of blocks, getting it done on the defensive side of the basketball. And for Mission Prep, the Royals, they definitely cooled off in the second half. And there's no other way to slice it. I think, that big time 13-0 run for Mission Prep, Marin Catholic, definitely turned the tide of the momentum, and momentum was never given back. It was a tough way to go out. And Mission Prep will now face the Rockland Thunder tomorrow afternoon. And that game will be, see what game that is. Gotta work out like how to use this bracket right here. They do take on Rockland tomorrow at 5 p.m. according to the bracket. Kind of hard to navigate this here bracket, but that is it. The Royals go down at the hands of the Marin Catholic Wildcats, but not to fret. They can still finish in the top 8. And we'll see how they respond tomorrow against Rockland. Well, that's going to do it for us here inside Freitas Gymnasium. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you Mission Prep Royals basketball. We thank you for tuning in, listening, and we hope to see you next time tomorrow at 5 p.m. when Mission Prep, the now 8-4 Royals, they take on, the 9-4 Royals, they take on Rockland tomorrow at 5 p.m. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for tuning in. This is Dale Watkins signing off and repeating the final score. Marin Catholic 65, your Mission Prep Royals 60. Thank you so much for tuning in to Mission Prep Royals basketball on Prep Sports Network, presented by California Fresh Market. We'll see you next time. Good night.